All right, let's get into this. So this is gonna be a PvP tier list video, not my tier list. It's the Grand Cross Wiki's tier list. Shout out to the Grand Cross Wiki. Feel like they're underrated. They do a really good job at providing information to the community. They do a really good job at organizing certain things in the game, and you know, I think that it's really cool that they take this time to do it, because it is a lot of information to go through in this game sometimes, and you know, when you're just starting out, it can be confusing. So that's why I'm making this PvP tier list, because I want to, you know, give my thoughts and opinions on it. And it was updated as of last week, so it's not like this is an outdated, you know, tier list. This was updated, so I want to give my opinions on where I think certain units should be, and you know, where I think they should be placed and whatnot. So before we get into it, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I would greatly appreciate it if you could help me get to 7,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I am trying to reach that, so please, if you aren't subscribed, consider hitting that subscribe button. Also, be sure to drop a like on the video. It greatly supports me and the algorithm, and it helps get this video out to other people who enjoy Grand Cross content as well. So let's go ahead and let's just get into this PvP tier list. So we'll start off with the Triple S class. Now, keep in mind, there are headings for these tiers. We have best PvP heroes. Not to say if you move a unit down, they're not within the best, right? It's just that they're not the apex of PvP. With that said, I think that Gowther should go down. I'm going to start off with Gowther because I think a lot of people are going to be like, what? Why? Here's the thing. Gowther is a really good unit, one of the best units in the game. However, Gowther has aged. In terms of PvP, that's bad. If you age, and you know, power creep is a thing. Power creep is a thing. So Gowther is not what he once used to be in terms of stats. Passive wise, it's still one of the best passives in the game, right? But he's just aged in terms of stats. His rank up is still phenomenal. Really overall, just a really good unit in terms of kit, but his stats are not as good, right? So we click on it, and we can see that his stats are just very low. They're not that great. And it's normal too, because he shares the regular Gowther stats. So this is what Gowther had in terms of stats since the beginning of the game. Literally since the beginning of the game. All right. And like I said, he's just a very old unit now. He is. You can see that his crit resistance is 77%, and then his crit defense is 30. It's not really that great. So yeah, his HP is not even that high. His defense sucks. It's just he's aged, right? He has aged. So you know, it is what it is. Same thing can go for Escanor. I think Escanor could be moved down to double S as well. Escanor, I know a lot of people are gonna hate me for this one, but Escanor is good. It's just he's very squishy. I feel like for him, he's just squishy. That's his thing, right? And his DPS is very good, but he does sort of rely on Gowther a lot, right? And that's the thing. You can see it in the team comps that have Escanor in there, because when people were running Bond, Arthur, and Escanor's damage was not that good. I'm gonna be honest with you, it really wasn't that good without someone buffing his stats. Yes, he can do it passively, but it's not enough. I think it's actually not enough for him to buff himself. You know, when he first came out, yes, he was yeah, he was insane. But nowadays, units have so much crit resistance that he doesn't crit. He just doesn't crit without support, right? Maybe here and there you might get one lucky crit, but his crits don't really happen. And really the main thing that people rely on is the depth damage, because like I said, he's squishy. So his flood card really not gonna do that much unless you're turn 1, you know, didn't get touched by anything, Ooga Booga level 2 or 3 damage with flood. Yeah, it's just he's aged, right? He has aged, so I think he could move down to double S for sure. Bond's arguable. You could keep him in triple S, or you can move him to double S. It's up to you, really. I think Bond is still really good. I just think he has a lot of counters. In the meta right now, it is kind of a free meta. It's not like there's a certain set of meta like you always have to run Bond. Like it's just a free meta, and I think Bond suffers from that because there's so many different units, right? You got King, Lilia, Margaret, Trader Melly. You got some Amelias running around. Keo always there. Like there's so many different units units. Even Kusak now, right? There's just so many different units that cuck Bond in his entire team, right? It's crazy. It's actually insane. So you could keep him in triple S or double S. It's up to you. I personally think that he is in double S for now in terms of the meta, but he's definitely still you know, it's a very, very good unit. Lilia, I think Lilia is actually probably double S class. I think she's double S class. I don't think she's triple S. She's very good, but without Kyo, her damage is not that great. And if you don't have Kyo or the Holy Relic, yeah, she's not really doing much. But she's still overall a very solid unit, right? You just need support for her, and then she's gonna hit amazing numbers, and she also doesn't rely on crits, so that's also a really good thing. At bare minimum, I would say she's like a S- character. I would actually say she's like an S- character at bare minimum. So you could put her in here, or you could keep her in triple S. You could move her here. I think that she should be here for sure. She's a really, really good unit. And same thing with Margaret. Margaret is actually really underwhelming. I think I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that, but I feel like Margaret without Gother, she don't really do that much. I don't know. I feel like her rank 1 buff isn't that good. I feel like her overall charge card isn't that good. And you know, she doesn't really crit as much anymore because, like I said, units have over like 100% crit resistance now, right? And then let's look at her stats. We look at her stats, and her crit chance is 66. Her crit chance is 66. Her crit damage is 196, and then her crit resistance and crit defense are in the 80s, which this is solid, right? This is solid, but this is really bad for a unit that, like, I don't want to say she relies on crits, but she relies on crits, right? For a unit that's supposed to like do a massive amount of damage, this is not good. When she came out, I understand, you know, like they were trying to quote unquote balance her because she's already doing all this, right? She's increasing her damage dealt and decreasing the damage that she takes, and also she's increasing her basic stats, which is why like her basic stats aren't that great. Like overall, they're similar to Green Gother. Like her basic stats are legitimately similar to Green Gother, but she's increasing basic stats. So in all honesty, like it, I mean, she only increases it on rank 3, but still, you know, you get what I mean, right? You get what I mean. Like she can increase her basic stats, but she's also doing damage and, you know, increasing her damage and stuff like that. But she's just overall aged, I feel like, very quickly. I do feel like Margaret has aged very quickly. She's still one of the best units in the game for sure, but I don't think she's triple S. I really don't think she's triple S anymore. But yeah, besides that, I think King, Merlin, and Trader Melee are actually deserving of triple S right now. I feel like these 3 units might actually be the only triple S class units. I'm gonna be honest with you, because King, you go first and you basically win, right? You get a shield, you can pop off, do whatever. Meliodas is good because he's just a really good unit. Merlin is, oh my god, Merlin's disgusting. Like, she does so much damage, man, and she just got a holy relic. Yeah, she's dirty, like she's disgusting, right? So Merlin, and she can't get one-shotted, so that's really good too. But Merlin is up there. I feel like Merlin will probably age this year, but right now I do feel like she, King, and Meliodas, they are definitely the trifecta of the triple S, in my opinion. Again, in my opinion, you can make your own case and argument, but in my opinion, these 3 are definitely the best of the best. Then we move to double S. So double S, I feel like there's actually nothing wrong with this. I actually do feel like there's nothing wrong with the double S. You could move Sario down, but he's not the worst, right? He's definitely not the worst. You could move him down if you really wanted to, but he is good with the Goddess team. He does really good damage with his Power Strike card. His Sever's his Sever is cool and all, but it's not like the craziest anymore. He has a Sever ultimate. He's still, I would say, solid, but you definitely could move him down to either or of these, and I would definitely understand that. But besides that, I think all the other units here are really good at this. I hear people, why are people calling Festival Gother trash, by the way? I seen that some people were kind of like saying he's garbage, and that is far from the truth. Like, what? Yeah, you gotta be smoking something for you to say Gowther's trash. Like, Festival Gowther is still one of the best units in the game. Stop the cap, bro. Let's stop the cap. Festival Gowther is still one of the best units in the game. Let's just go over what he does real quick, because if you guys are gonna disrespect my boy Gowther, you guys need to know what he does at least, right? I don't know if you guys play the game, but he's really good. Really good. Look at his crit resistance. His crit defense, I'll give you that, it's terrible, but his crit resistance is good. He has really good crit chance for some reason. I don't know why. His regen is the highest in the game. His HP is really good. Like, he's a really good unit. I don't know, people are just smoking something. But he also has Polarize, which is really good. It's the reverse of Detonate, so the more ultimate move gauge orbs he has, the better his damage. He can deplete orbs with this if it's 4 or more. If he has 4 or more ultimate move gauge orbs. Then his debuff, one of the best debuffs in the game, he disables buff skills, he disables rank 2 skills, decreases skill ranks. It's just, why are people they just, I don't know, people say some out of pocket shit sometimes. I swear to God they do. I swear to God, they don't know what they're talking about. But yeah, that's the best PvP heroes. I think that some of the units can move down, some of the units could, you know, be moved up, whatever. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. So now we get into the S plus and S minus. So these are still, you know, the cream of the crop, and you know, I guess you could say, of PvP. Now, right off the bat, there's a huge problem I have with this right here. It's this one. Why is this Merlin in S plus? I need a full 5-paragraph response as to why this green Merlin is an S plus for PvP. If somebody in the comment section can do that, I will retract my statement. But she is dog shit. Green Merlin is actually one of the worst units in this game. Like, and I'm not even trying to meme, I'm not trying to be funny. She is actually just really bad. The way they built her, horrible, right? The way they built her is just so bad. She has legitimately nothing, like nothing to contribute to anything. So let's just look, right? AoE shock, which is bad right there. The multiplier is horrible. Her debuff skill is a great value version of Festival Gowther, so I'm not even gonna go over it. And then her passive, I don't know what they were thinking with this unit. Increases all enemies damage taken from shock debuff by 25%. And then increases damage taken by 20% while affected by the shock debuff. It's just really bad. Just a really bad unit, man. I don't understand what they were thinking with this. And yes, this right here, this part of her passive only works with her. I'm not sure about this part. I think this part as well. You can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I think this is only for her as well. So yeah, I don't even think it counts for the whole team. I think she's literally only benefiting from this. She's the only one that can do extra damage while they're shocked. This is a terrible unit. Horrible. She has, for me, she has no value. She has no value in PvP. I don't even think she has value in PvE, but it is what it is, right? Now, Summer Merlin, she is definitely an SS class unit. For sure, she is definitely an SS. I don't even know if she's. I guess you could make a case, but she's really good. I'm just saying she's really good. But everyone else here, I think everybody else here is fine. Yeah, I think everybody else being here is cool. You could move Esterosa down, but he's good for the stance team. Sigurd's good. Cusack is really strong. I could actually see Cusack moving up to SS, but if you want to keep him here, that's fine. Red Arthur's good. Ragnarok, Deanne's good. Blue Droll's fine. Yeah, you know, Halloween Slater's good too. I think this is good. I think this right here, besides this besides this garbage can of a unit, I think it's fine. I actually think it's okay. Then S minus. All right, here are the man, do I don't know. All right. S minus, right? You don't belong here at all. You don't belong here at all. You don't belong here. And that hurts because I love Ludocio, but you definitely don't belong here anymore. I would move you to like right here. Yeah, for definitely heroes who can do well in PvP. Yeah, you should be right here. Easton and Hauser, I don't know. Easton can be good, I guess, so I'll put her in B. Hauser though, Hauser's Blue Hauser is C tier. I don't care. This unit is not S. He is not even close. Like this right here, not even close to S minus. No. I'm not even not even gonna entertain it. He's very bad. Very, very bad. But other than those three, Ludocio, Easton, and Hauser, that's minus, I think it's fine. I mean, you could move Deanne. I guess you could move Deanne down to A. Yeah, I guess you could, but she's alright. I mean, I guess she's alright, right? But yeah, and besides, really, it's just Easton, Hauser, and Ludocio that I have a problem with. Ram's good as a support for the unknown. Valenti can do really well. Blue Derriere is still really good. Green Deanne has a taunt, which is amazing. Green Droll is good. Yeah, they can stay there. 11's actually solid too, so they're fine. So Easton, Hauser, and Ludocio, they definitely can move down. I don't care. A tier heroes who can do well in PvP. I guess this is fine. I would move you down to B. Yeah, I would move Red Zeldris to B tier. I would argue that you could actually move Blue Ragnarok Melee. I'd actually argue you could just move him up to S minus because he does have a little bit of a kit that can help. But A tier is fine for him, I guess. Melascula, I don't know about all that. I think Melascula can go to B too. I know it says viable heroes, including those who are used in sub. So mainly these are like sub units, but you definitely could be moved down to B for sure. For sure, you definitely can move down to B. Melly, I think, can be moved down to B. I don't really think, besides his ult, which he's never gonna proc because he sucks. I think he could be moved down to B. Let's see. I'm not gonna say Melly's C. Nah, I'm not gonna disrespect Melly that much. I'm not gonna disrespect him that much. Small Wings King B. Rem's fine. Roxy can be moved down to B, I think. Mono, I think you could keep here, but she's definitely leaning more towards B. Mono, if you guys don't know, the thing about Mono is she's very weird. Like, she's built weird, right? Because she does have Sever, or yeah, Sever, right? She has Sever. Her crit chance is 98, which means she's always, well, I don't know about always gonna crit, because like I said, the crit resistance on some of these units is insane. But she has Sever for some reason. They love giving Mono Sever and Spike. I don't know why. I don't know why they do, but they just do. This has Spike. I mean, her crit chance is 98, right? Okay, so it's cool. The problem is, like I said, the crit resistance being at 100. I don't know how much this matters, to be honest with you. I don't know. Which is the problem with some units that have really low crit chance. Like, again, Margaret, she has 66. That's the problem. You know, having 100% crit resistance, you're not gonna crit. I mean, you're just not. And then her having Spike, like, she kind of suffers from the same thing Blue Zeldris does, where he doesn't crit, and it just sucks. And her passive helps. Her passive helps her, but she's limited to being on the 7 Catastrophes team. Right? It's, I don't know. And then, you know, the Alex have to be damaged. I don't know. It's just stupid. It's stupid. The way they built her is kind of dumb. But I'm not gonna say she's the worst unit ever, right? I just think that this easily, they didn't even have to do this. They could have just been increased all stats of the hero by 3% at the start of every turn. So I don't understand, man. Sometimes Netmarble makes some stupid decisions, bro. Like, they really do. But you could keep Mono here, but she's definitely leaning towards B. All right, enough of that rant. Escanor, I think is, I don't, what? I mean, I guess he can be A, but I think he'd probably just be B. For me personally, I think he'd probably be B. His Holy Relic helps him out, but I don't think it helps him out to the point where it's like, oh, you're definitely running green Escanor. No, I think he's B. I think he's B for sure. Hendrickson is probably, honestly, Hendrickson's probably C. I'll be honest with you, Hendrickson is probably C. I think I went over Small Wings King, but he's B. Gems B. You are definitely C for sure. This Merlin's definitely C for sure. Easton, if I didn't say it already, she's B. You Red Glocks. Remove Red Glocks down to B. I think he would actually be in B tier. So the only ones that's actually staying in A is probably just Deanne, Matrona, Blue Lost Vein, Rem, and Mono, question mark. Yeah, that's it. It's just crazy. And then we get down to B, which I don't really think anybody gives a hell or gives a damn about, right? They don't care. Viable heroes, including those who are using sub. Yeah, we don't care. we just don't care. Like the B tier list, I'll be honest with you. Oh, Mega Rugal, what? No, Mega Rugal definitely is an A. I don't know. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Oh, Mega Rugal is in A tier for sure. I mean, this is Blue Zeldris in B. No, Blue Zeldris is definitely like in D tier. Sorry, Blue Zeldris, you're ass. You actually suck, Blue Zeldris. You're in D. You're in D for sure. Swigo, I mean, I guess for Bon, sure. Valenti? Valenti in B. No, Valenti is in C. She's in C. Death Pierce probably in C. See anyone else? Red Escanor, C for sure. Hauser, are you kidding? Hauser's in D. There's no Hauser. Like the unit placement of some of these, like it's not it. It's just not it. No, I'm not a fan. Then you got C. Yeah, at this point, it just becomes I don't care. Like I just don't care anymore. Units in C tier. Brunhild in C for PvP. I mean, I guess because she doesn't have a passive, right? I guess. Why is she here? Why is Beatrice here? Beatrice should be at E. Why is she in C? I don't get that. I actually don't get that one. That Deldry. I mean, she's situational for sure, right? But no. Is this Halloween Elaine in C? Halloween Elaine. So you're telling me Halloween Elaine is better than Blue Arthur? Are you telling me Halloween Elaine is better than Blue Arthur? Is it because she buffs? Is it legitimately because she buffs? That's why they put her there? Because I have to see this. Like I have to see why. What is? Hey, well, she buffs, right? But they don't even have her stats. Wow, like she's that old. They don't even have her stats. Look at her crit. 30% crit, 10% crit defense. No, I'm not even gonna entertain that. Okay, let's see what else. I mean, you are definitely B. Zaratros is definitely B, right? They got Levi in C. I guess. All right. C, D tier units. You should be in E. You should not be in D. You should be in E. You suck. I hate you. You're a terrible unit. Let's see. Who else? Blue Jericho. Blue New Legend Jericho. In D. I don't know if I would agree with that. I think I would actually put her in C. They have Will. Wait a minute. They have Will in C. But they have Blue Jericho. Blue Arthur in D. Is there anyone else in here who's like in D that should not be in D? Like that should at least be above Will? I would even argue like Red Demon Meliodas is still in C. Not recommended in PvP. Well, since most of the units in here have passives that don't even work in PvP, right? Or maybe it's just Arthur, Thonar, both the Liz, Matrona, you. Yeah, like most. Okay. Well, I'm done. The list wasn't terrible. Definitely wasn't terrible. There's some units that I question, but I'm gonna come back probably in a few months. I want to see, because I think that besides some of the units, that it's an actual pretty good tier list. I do think that the Grand Cross Wiki should get a little bit more love than it gets, but I mean, it is what it is. I'll try and promote it as much as I can, but it is what it is. It wasn't a terrible tier list, like I said. It was updated as of last week, so none of the units in here are like, you know, they haven't had time to use them like that. So yeah, but all right, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys agree with the list. Let me know if you guys disagree. Where would you place some of the units? And yeah, thanks for watching.